my people. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday afternoon. Do me a favor, hit that like button. That'd be very much appreciated. Also, as usual, make sure you check out DNKKnives.com. And coupon code if you buy something is behind the edge 10, one word, and you will get yourself 10% off. Also, make sure you guys check out all the awesome contributors to the knife community, like Alice Hill from Alicord Paracord, and also Green Valley Custom Knives. Check them out. Hometown shop. They don't have a website, but I will put some information for contact down in the description. As usual, make sure you subscribe. I have a video for a giveaway right this second. It will end at the end of the day today. Actually, it might have ended yesterday, but I'll let it run another day, and then I will draw it tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and go over there and get yourself entered. If you would like to support the channel, there's a link to Patreon in the description, or you can join the My People channel membership, which will be down here. It'll say join. At the moment, I have one member, and I would like to thank you, Ken, for being a member. But I'm going to start doing member-only videos soon and member-only giveaways. And you get other perks and stuff like that, but mostly you get my undying gratitude, which is the most important. Today we're going to talk about 3 more recommendable EDC knives that you should probably check out. And the first one, and these are in no particular order, and all of these are currently available. First, we are going to go with the Artisan Cutlery Sirius. This is a 3.5 inch S35 VN blade, front flipper only, titanium frame lock, and it has this really cool, I guess you would call it raindrop carbon fiber. Pretty nice. Very thin and slicey. The geometry is awesome. And it's not a small blade, but the knife does not feel large, especially when in carry. It is actually quite light as well. Let's go ahead and get a weight on it. We are looking at 2.8 ounces in a titanium frame lock. That is quite good. Gentlemanly as well. The action is good. The only real hang up I have on this knife is the fact that it is front flipper only. I'm not great at front flipping. I don't even think I could do the, yeah, see, I suck at that. But, you know, is what it is. So I would say the carbon fiber made this thing way lighter than it would be. Minimal branding. It only says Artisan Cutlery on the back there. Just has their symbol here and some very tiny words that I need glasses to see. That is the model number and the blade steel. The micro milling on the titanium is also a really good touch. I like that. Lanyard pin if you need that. Their basic standard clip that is screwed from the inside. All in all, great little knife. It is roughly $200, but on the secondary you can probably find them much cheaper than that. This particular knife is available at Green Valley if you are interested. That is the Artisan Sirius. Now we're going to stay with Artisan Cutlery and go to one that's a little bigger and a little more badass in my opinion. And this is the Hyperion by Artisan Cutlery. This is a big old boy here. It is designed by D-Rocket Designs, which typically designs tiny knives, or as far as I've seen. But anyway, this one is a 4-inch S35 VN flipper, but it has a fuller, so it can be reverse flicked quite easily. Very good action on this. And the blade is kind of heavy, so that probably has something to do with it, but you can feel the smoothness in it. It is quite smooth. Bearings, I'm sure they are cage ceramic. I'm sure the detent is ceramic as well. If this knife belonged to me, I would do a flipper delete on it, because then it would look just absolutely rad, in my opinion. The flipper is quite big, but kind of needs to be, I believe, for this size of knife. Let's do a weight on this one as well. 4.9, so it is significantly heavier than the last one. And in my opinion, this is a great looking design. I really like the way the knife looks itself. Kind of has a little bit of old school element to it with that big old clip point buoy shape kind of deal. This knife came just absolutely crazy sharp. It is very thin and slicey. The geometry on it is just stellar. Really like this one a lot. Handle shape looks a little odd, but it is comfortable. In hand, very comfortable. Get your full grip quite easily. And yeah, really digging this one. It is a little handle heavy, as you can see here, but not that big of a deal. Bolster lock. I like a bolster lock. I prefer a frame lock, but basically it is still a frame lock. The carbon fiber looks good on this as well. I did not see any voids, but it has a cool little pattern there. I like it. All in all, great design, great knife. This one is roughly 210 bucks. And it's available, and also there is many versions of this, different colors of titanium, some that with no carbon fiber, I believe. So there is, if the black on satin is not for you, I believe they have other blade finishes as well. That is the Artisan Hyperion. Oh, and also the clip is not their standard clip as well, like this one. So it is a little better. It is kind of long, but for the size of the knife, I don't think it's bad. And it slides in and out of the pocket quite well. All right, next. I did a video on this knife yesterday. If you missed it, I'm going to give you a little bit of a brush up here. This is the Tuya Jim Skelton Paladin. Just a phenomenal knife. I don't wish I had one. Wish this one was mine. This one is not mine, but that's okay. It has a 3.75 inch S90V blade. It is flipper only, but that's okay. That's the way it was designed. Has a beautiful hand rub satin finish, and just absolute custom knife level action. I do not know any other way to explain that the action is about as good as a knife could ever be. I think the clip on this one looks really cool too. Different than usual clips. And again, as usual guys, I'm sorry about my dogs barking. There's nothing I can do about that. The tie bolster lock with nice carbon fiber overlays. I'm really digging the bolster lock thing. It helps when it comes to keeping your fingers off of the lock bar when you're flipping the knife open. So, you know, digging that as well. The blade geometry on this also is quite nice, very thin and slicey, and it just looks good. And it came screaming sharp as well, and I mean screaming sharp. So that's a nice touch. Nobody likes getting a knife right out of the box and it being dull as fuck, because it just sucks. Especially if you don't sharpen, and you know, it's just a disappointment right out of the box. But all three of these came quite sharp. The ergos are hand melting and just beautiful. It feels great in hand. Yeah, jimping's in a good spot and useful. There's a little bit of jimping on the lock bar here, and the access to the lock bar is perfect. Really, just there is no better. There's nothing better than that. All right. Oh, one more thing. Lots of versions on this one. If you are interested in this, go check out Jim Skelton over on Instagram. Also, he has a YouTube channel himself, and you can purchase this knife directly through him. I'll leave a link in the description, or at least his email address. So, all three of these, absolutely can't go wrong. Great. Oh, and they're all carbon fiber. Neato. Alright guys, that's all I got for you tonight. make sure you're good to each other and love each other. Remember, life is short, so have some fun. Don't stress yourself to death over the little shit, and make sure that you're not a dumb cunt, because then nobody will like you. Later.